Hello everybody and welcome back. It is Dark Razeth here, bringing you guys another Final Blade video, and this time it is going to be a top 10 mistakes that I've made, that people that I know have made, and not making these mistakes early on will help you to potentially even catch up to where we are, to do much better than we are, to waste less resources, to have invested as much into this game and still be much further ahead. So, let's get into it. The very first one is enhance your heroes first, enhance their gear second. So, every time, if you look at the stats here, what you're going to see here is Mauhi has 29k HP plus 2900 gear, or 2900 HP from gear. So that's from this piece right here. So if you take this off, that plus would actually go away. So she's actually getting only a tenth of her entire stat total from her gear. The rest of everything she's getting from is being from 7-star, from being +4, you know. Get all of your main 5 heroes up to superior first before you start enhancing your gear. You'll see quite a few of my characters have unenhanced gear, you know. I mean, she doesn't, but Shudo here, mostly unenhanced gear. Miki, mostly unenhanced gear. And, you know, for good reason. I actually ran out. So, this is the reason why. Very early on in the game, it won't actually show me. Alright. So, very early on in the game, you will have up to 80 floors in the tower to do. Now, with those 80 floors in the tower, you are going to get scrolls here. Can I actually show you where they're from? No. The first bit of the tower, I guess there isn't any more, and that is why. So, as you're progressing through the tower, the first 50 to 75 levels, I don't know exactly where it cuts off, you just stop getting enhancement scrolls. So, the ways that you get enhancement scrolls in the game, the thing that you use to actually, let's find a not maxed piece of gear here. This right here, these enhanced scrolls, where do you get these from? So, you can buy them from your clan, in your clan shop, right here. Right here, this enhanced scroll box, this is what you'll find in the tower here. This is not worth buying. You can only buy one of these a day. Just wait until you have enough contribution to buy Fox Essence from here. The second place that you can buy it is from the marketplace. This is actually where I buy a lot of mine from. Every 5 market tokens is 10 scrolls, and a market token to buy 5 of them is 1,000 pearls and 50k gold. So, for 50k gold and 1,000 pearls, you can get yourself 10 scrolls for enhancing gear up. So, then the last place that you get this from is from your daily dungeon. So, you will get a lot of it at the very beginning. Enhance your heroes up as far as you can get it. And then when you are absolutely stuck, if you need to, +5 at a time their gear. Now, this is a very long tip because this is very important. Gear-wise, for your DPS or your most important thing, your second most important thing would be like your tanks. So for your DPS, the first thing you want to increase is their weapon. Get it to about +5. The second thing you want to increase is their hit rate. The third thing that you want to increase is their critical chance. These are the 3 most important things here. Let me see, boots. Yeah. Those are the 3 most important things that all of your DPS need. If you want to get your 3 or 2 damage dealers with +5 pieces of gear on those 3 slots, that's going to be the most important buff. Now, once you get to 5-star gear, that does change, but back to tanks here. For tanks, their weapon doesn't fucking matter. You want their armor raised, you want their boots raised, and you want their evasion, so the earrings here. And then the very last, this is the least important, because, I mean, look, even with tier 5 gear, or 5-star gear, 1.4% damage decrease, you know. So most important thing is get levels and get enhancements on your people instead of wasting all of your enhanced scrolls early on gear. If you could hold out till 5-star gear, you will be golden if you can wait, because 5 stars where you start getting dual stats. Alright? Tip number 2. Beware of the useless gold dumps in the game. So, the first useless gold dump in the game is formations. There are a lot of formations in the game, and only maybe 3 of them, maybe 4 of them are actually good. A lot of people have tested out lifesteal and realized that because of how often the enemy evades and blocks, lifesteal is actually pretty terrible. Evasion is okay. The problem is the 3 frontliners here. Illusion and R-Hat are your best 2 formations. I see a lot of people investing in ambush. I think it's okay. It's not the greatest. If you want to, you can. But the best one is going to be Illusion. Is probably so. Up until about chapter 15, R-Hat is probably the best one. Then to get from chapter 15, 16 upwards, you need Illusion. You need this bonus damage here. You need to kill them faster than they can kill your tank, basically. So this is why Illusion is so important. And once you get to chapter 17, you start getting 5-star gear, so you start getting more hit rate. So this is less important. R-Hat was only ever meant until you got to chapter 17 anyways, because that's when you start getting hit as a substat for a lot of your gear pieces. So investing in all these other formations, huge gold dump. If I were to use this formation and then I were to enhance it up, it's 1,000,000 gold to get it up to the current level. It's not worth it. Another useless gold dump is, do I have to actually go into a mission here to show you? Is leveling up these. If you want to, you can buy each of these. The best ones, I think, in the game are Shadow Assassin, Energy Regeneration, and Phoenix Fire. I've only really used Phoenix Fire, and as you can see by the fact that it's the only one leveled up, look at what I get for 8k gold here. I get 2% additional damage, a slightly longer burn, a slightly higher burn. Like, this scales up to being like 50, 100k per. It's just not worth it. It's not worth it. Next one is know what a origin unit looks like and know not to fodder them. I have accidentally foddered a origin unit. I did it the first day because I didn't realize that was a system in this game. So if you're a new player, this is especially important, especially pertinent to you. This little infinity symbol here, this means that it is an origin hero. So in order to get these heroes, you need their origin counterpart. So in order to get this shadow, you need this shadow. In order to get this Woohee, you need this Woohee. And you can see I foddered Diane there. I didn't want to show it off. But there it is. So the origin units are Shadow, Ashley, Diane, Youngju, Muchen, Woohee, and Inrang, and they are all fantastic. They actually, origin heroes, you see 261 HP. Let's go down to a mage lower, 218 HP. That's just not just because they're different units. Origins have between 20 and 50% bonus stats. So origins cannot be obtained through combining units together. Normally when you combine 2 5-star maxed out heroes and make a 6-star, you can get any 6-star in the game except for origin heroes. And then for those asking, Ashley can only be received currently, this may change, can only be received currently through purchasing her in the game. You cannot even summon for her. So make sure you know what a origin unit looks like. Next one is do not, this sort of pertains to what I said earlier to you guys, do not rush out your first 7-star unit. What you're going to do is, if you rush a 7-star unit, you'll actually find yourself slowing down, like your progress goes to an immediate halt because that same unit you then need to max level out. You then need to max plus them, which you see I haven't even done for my Muhi yet. And I've had plenty of resources to be able to put into her. She's only +4. Each enhancement costs 5 Fox Essence. So I have to get her to +9, and then I can raise her to Superior. So get all of your 6 stars to Superior first. I made an entirely different video on this. But the way it works is you get a unit to max using lower fodder units. Then once they're at max, you enhance them further using 6 stars. And they go max +1, +2, +3, +4. And then the +5 is Superior. Make sure that you are superioring your entire 5-man team before you make a 7-star. And what would I recommend? DPS first, tank second, healer third. Then if you have a second tank, do your second tank. Then your second DPS, if you have one. And then your second healer if you have one. And that is the order that I would superior them. Let me just make sure. Yep. There is one more gold dump for you guys. And it sort of is, it sort of isn't. It's really going to depend on what kind of a player you are. This is more beneficial the less time you have to play in the game. Don't, like you can see here, I raised mine to 30 for the trial. Raising it to 40, raising the next training level, costs 100k. So it's about a 1.5 mil to get to the next one, and who knows how long to get to the last one. So this EXP becomes very negligible after you're level 20. It doesn't raise your units like at all, so I wouldn't worry about it. This is another gold sink to try to take all your gold away. Only really use your gold for enhances, leveling up gear, and skills. Alright, the next one has to do with packages. I am actually going to do an entirely separate video on what are the best packages in the game, but the most important package is actually not seen in here. If you can see this middle package right here, for your country's sake. Now, for me, this is $50. For somebody else, this may be 30 bucks. This may be 70 bucks, you know? Look at this package to understand the value of the package that I'm about to tell you about, because they are the same price. I don't actually have like an image to show you guys, but once you get to chapter 15, okay, once you have 15.1 unlocked, you are going to get a package that's going to show up, and it's going to say, here, use this to help you clear chapter 15, because chapter 15 is supposed to be hard. Not actually true. 14 and 16 are actually a lot harder than 15, in my opinion anyways. Though 15.10 is, it's suitably challengeable. But this package is that price that I just told you, about 50 bucks. It's a lot, but as a mistake, don't rush through the story and skip through chapter 15 if you plan on spending the money, because currently, as of this moment, it is the only way to get 6-star gear is from this package on chapter 15. It gives you 10 6-star pieces of gear for $5 or for 50 bucks. There is actually a package that is actually very similar to that. Which one is it? Right here. See how it's times 10, gear 5, tier 3 to tier 5 gearbox. So it's going to be like this, but it's going to be tier 1 to tier 5. And let me actually show you guys really quickly on the screen what this looks like. Oh, did I not save it properly? I didn't save it properly. There you go. So this right here is what a 6-star maxed out at tier 5 looks like, awakened. If you guys are wondering, that is the current max gear in the game. Now, once the chapter 21 unlocks, once the next story part releases, then we will have the ability to get 6-star gear, and then that's actually probably when 8 stars are going to come out as well. So understand that the game is going to keep progressing. We are going to get more additional content, and let's just compare that. I don't have a perfect comparison, but this is the stats of a tier 5-star tier 5 that's awakened. And of course, there's always going to be random amounts that you can get when you awaken. So, understand that. So that is the only place to get 6-star gear currently in the game. Alrighty, and the next one is, when you are looking here, you'll see this little circle with 3 dots here. And then you'll see all these units with the circle with the 3 dots. I'm actually going to lock her because I just got her and need her. So what these are Destiny units. So, Destiny units are for, we've talked about it in some previous videos. At level 22, account level 22, you'll see right here in the top left, I am 44. Yeah, but at 22, you unlock Destiny. So what Destiny is you go in here, you click here, and you'll see these 3 units. I am going to go on a mission with it's a 5-stage mission, and if I complete all 5 stages using these 3 heroes, then I get this reward right here, which is a great way to get Fox Essence. Gear 5 bottles here. It gives great Gear 5s. You can see I've already completed a couple of them. The one with In-Ring here actually gives you a Gear 6 bottle. This is the only one that requires a origin hero. Now, there are some units that don't appear in Destiny that have a Destiny symbol on them, such as General Kang. There are quite a few others. They are Destiny that are being added into the game. They are just letting you know ahead of time, hey, this is a Destiny unit if you don't want to fodder it. So that I will leave up to your guys' discretion, but I wouldn't fodder a Destiny unit. Maybe in the early game, the 4 and 5 stars you can sort of get away with, but definitely don't fodder any of the 6 stars until you've completed the Destiny. Once you have, then you can get rid of them. You don't need them anymore. Alrighty, the next one is don't re-roll your combines. So for those of you guys don't know, once you have a unit at plus max, you can click combine. It says luck hero can't be combined, but so I combine it with another max hero at the same star level. So whether it's 2 4 stars, 2 5 stars, to make the next one up. And actually, combining 2 6 stars, technically 2 superior 6 stars, is how you get a 7 star. So when you combine anything up to 6 star, you can re-roll that combine using sapphires. It's 500 sapphires for the first combine to get another random 6 star. Or you can use 600 the second time, 700 the third time. Your very first day on the game, your very first combine, that is the only one I would ever say you should combine, because you are just wasting sapphires. They want you guys to, because Origin Heroes, a lot of people thought that they could. You can't. Just don't do it. It is not worth it. Don't waste your sapphires. Your first combine, sure, do it. Get a good solid hero the first time. After that, just don't do it. Alrighty, and the next one here, number 9, is a lot of games out there. You'll see here with my Risos is 1500 out of 2400, and you see that it's currently regenerating. It takes 90 seconds for rice to regenerate. So normally in games, like we'll use Knight's Chronicle for an example. When I level up, let's say I had 2400 as my cap, I would get 2400 added onto whatever I had. So if I had 1000, I would now have 3400, so I'd have over the cap. All that happens when you level in this game, when you level up your account level, is you get a refresh back to the current cap of the game. So if you are really close to leveling, don't go out and buy rice, don't collect your rewards. Make sure that you get to as close to 0 when you level with rice, which is basically stamina, to make sure that you are being the most efficient with your leveling. If you do this day 1, you can actually get up to probably mid 35 the first day if you are absolutely perfect with your farming. I know I wasn't, because I was claiming a lot of the rewards. That when you go to Tower, you get all of your rewards for the first day. Those actually stay in your mailbox for 2 whole days. So, because of that, you can actually level the way you want and only claim the rewards when you start a brand new fresh level. So it's an important one. Alrighty, and the last one involves 7 stars, so this is not something that will be pertinent to you guys until you have 7 stars, but it is important to prepare in this game. Prepare. So, when you are leveling skills, you'll notice if I level up per skill here, it costs gold, right? If I go to level up per attribution skill, it costs this currency here. So where do I get this currency here? You saw there it was 5 per level, right? So if I go to battle, or not battle, if I go to duel, you can click on either one. It does not matter. So let's go to team match. Let's click reward here, and oh look, a shop that it's very cleverly hidden away here. So you get points for winning and points for defending here. You'll see I got 141 points through defending. Do not buy these 3 boxes. All 3 of these are a waste of your resources. Eventually you're going to want every 7 star in the game, and then eventually you're going to want every 8 star in the game and such. So the only way to get attribution points to enhance that specific skill that I showed for Woohee is this box here, and it costs 200, which as you can see is very expensive, and you get between 50 and 100 per box. So don't spend your arena coins outside of that box right there. So this has been the top 10 mistakes that people make rushing in games like this. I get a lot of questions of, well, why don't you buy rice with sapphires, because you get a lot of sapphires? Why don't you buy this with sapphires? Why don't you do this quick, get rich quick scheme? With games like this, the more patient that you are, the more carefully planned out the way that you play the game, the more you strategize and know exactly how you're going to go from each step, planning out every 100k of your gold. The reason why my gold is high right now is not because I have nothing to spend it on. It's because I'm waiting till I have a specific amount, and then it all goes away in an instant, because I have specifically planned everything. That is how you get a very linear progression with your game, and it is the slow and steady. But I'm going to reach my goal before the people that, oh, let's spike up and then have nothing happen. Spike up and then have nothing happen. So with this game, following mistakes, learning from other people's mistakes, learning from tips and tricks. If you're going to spend money, learning how to spend money efficiently. These are all things that are going to make you better at a game like this. Now, you could play it as a waifu collector if you want. This is just my opinion from what I have learned in this game up to this point. So hopefully this was helpful for you guys. I am going to... So if you liked it, please go ahead and leave a like rating. If you enjoyed this, let me know, comment down below any mistakes that you guys had. I had sort of been asking around. I was trying to... I sort of got 9 really good ones, and then finding a 10th one was like, what was the 10th one? I wanted an even number. So if you guys have any more, if we can reach another 10 mistakes, or maybe just another 5 additional mistakes that are really good ones, then I'll make sure to make another video for you guys, because you guys telling me what you did wrong, me then passing that on in a megaphone in the form of a video to other people will help them to be better. So let me know in the comment section down below, and if you like this, want to see any of the other variety content that I do, please feel to subscribe. See you guys in the next video.